They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Check right. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
43-yard line.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. And it's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Mostert. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. On play action, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 28. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
A gain of 45 yards.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run with Hines. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 now.
Throwing again. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On 1st down, Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Here's Hines on a toss play. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers.
A 28-yard attempt.
Able to knock it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards, first down Niners. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
7-yard line.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Right there, 56. Watch a slap, watch a slap. 11.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Pass incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike 56.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
9-yard gain on the play. It's now fourth down and
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Robbie Gould lining up for the point after.
They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
It's
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception. Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll run with Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Niners 28, Seahawks 10. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's Hines. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the... And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. As the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Niners 28, Seahawks 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
For the point after.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Gould now out to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10, right at the 30.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, gotta go, in and out. Let's go,
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
If these guys going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Here we go. 54's mark, 54's mark. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
They go play action now. Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Third down and 12.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 40-yard line.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
49-yard line.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Garoppolo again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Here's Mostert, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Garoppolo now. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone. And in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Wilson. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
13. Hey, gun. 56. Mike, 56.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, 29 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Niners 49, Seahawks 17.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Niners 49, Seahawks 24.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers continue to roll. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He's going to look deep for more. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw right side taken in by Pettis.
The pass.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And not his best effort there as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
At the 49ers' 41-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And he's taken down inside the 30. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf. Touchdown.
DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Throwing is Wilson. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know
He's got daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 75 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Gold lining up for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Javon Kinlaw breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
26 minutes.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this will go out of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play. And on 4th down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They go play action with Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
David Moore. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Hines. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. This is Hines. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at about the 31. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
You got tape. You on it, on it, on it, on it. Switch it. Mike, check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This is 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it.
26, Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Undercrunch. 18. Hey.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
26, Mike.
Now it's Wilson fighting to stay upright. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next.